up, guys? Welcome to part 3 of our battery relocation for the good old STI. This time we're going to focus mainly on the wiring. The tray's done, the mount's done. We're going to focus on the wiring primarily. Hi, Bubba. So I'm going to go over everything we have, tell you what the plan is, and basically get into it. I apologize if I'm stuffy. I'm not feeling the best. And it's really cold out, so if my hood's up or my fingers are turning purple, don't worry. Alright, so please excuse the messy workbench, but I figure I'll just go over some of the stuff. Obviously, here is our battery tray. This is all together, the battery fits. I'll put it in to mock it up later, because the next step in that is we're going to run the positive line straight to this 150 amp fuse. This should be basically as close as possible to your battery as you can. This basically just prevents if there's any sparking or shorting out. This will blow and not damage anything else. Heat shrink. I went with 4 gauge welding wire. It should hold the amperage. If not, the only thing I really need to replace to upsize everything is the wiring and the terminals. The fuse block's good. I think out to 0 gauge wire, so I'm not too concerned about that. I just got one with red because it's 25 feet, and that was kind of the cheapest option. I'm just basically going to put black heat shrink on the ends to indicate that it's the negative side. From there, simple lug terminals, some covers. These will go on the bottom of our remote battery post and cover the battery terminals. Just some solder for the terminals. And then finally, what's going to be the main piece up front is these remote terminals. It's just 3 mounting points on the back. We're going to run our positive wire to, obviously, the positive side from the battery in the trunk. And then this negative side will basically just use the factory ground that's there now. And then I'm also going to run the stock fuse box line and starter wire to here for now. I do have enough wire, and I'm planning on eventually running or remaking a new wire to the starter. So that's the plan. I'm going to get everything mocked up. My intention is to mount this block about here. I'll be honest, it's a little bigger than I thought, so that might change, but this is our first idea. It's sealed so it can be mounted any direction. I thought about turning it 180 just for the terminals are towards the top, which it should be okay, but that would make just double check it. But I think I'm going to put it this way only because the run to the ground is shorter. And God forbid, I don't know why. If there was something metal, it wouldn't short out across that above it. So I'm going to get everything together in this orientation and plan on this. Again, we're just going to run the ground to this bolt right here, and our fuse terminal is going to sit right up there. Okay, so I've lost my good torch, and I got this little tiny butane one that honestly it sucks. So this is my solution to solder these on. Basically holding the copper clip over the heat gun. It's on its highest setting, basically like a torch, until it gets hot enough, and then feeding the solder in and then insulation in. So I'll do this other side of the positive. I already got my negative side done. I still need to put heat shrink on. I kind of forgot, to be honest. So I'll do this, get those on, and then we'll put it all in the car. Alright, now that the battery's out, since I'm sure there are a few questions, here's really what we need to do next. We're going to mount our new remote terminals basically right here on the fuse block. Pretty much like that. I got some nice stainless steel hardware. They'll hold it on there. Just make sure it's level. I'm going to drill through here into the fuse box. And then our terminals, they need drilled out just a little bit to fit these 3/8 inch terminals on both sides. And then on the negative side, I don't know how you can see that, there's a little spot weld. I'm just going to grind off that spot weld and it should give me access to this end, and I'm just going to hook this right up to this terminal. So that's the plan for that. In order to get to everything, the Subaru fuse box, at least this model, so 08 to 12, you just open it with these two tabs here, and then on the inside you should be able to see these little tabs here, and if the light will go right, there's one back here. Basically gonna pull off, you just press them in and lift up, and then you have access to behind them on the fuse box. So Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. So with these out of the way, you can see this back side of the fuse box. I'm just going to use some lock nuts, drill in there, hold it with a wrench, and screw them on that way. And then this should all slide back down into place, and everything will look OEM. I'm going to show real quick how I ran this. Obviously this front section's not done yet, but it goes in through that grommet there. And then, ooh, we got a light, I apologize. It comes in through the firewall. I don't even know if I can get up there. Way up here though. I basically ran it down the side. If you peel this side trim and the carpet up, you can basically, I just have it following this wiring harness, and I believe the fuel lines that run through there. I zip tied it in a few spots to keep it in line, and then again it just runs up through here, back through here, and into the trunk area. So this is on me, something I did not realize or forgot about. No, I didn't realize it. Electronic switch for the hatch. So if you see me crawling in and out, or did, that would be why. But I'm basically going to get all this cleaned up and then show you guys what it looks like. Just about finished. So the last thing I want to check before starting this is the voltage at these terminals. So I have my ohm meter here. I don't know. I haven't tested this yet. I'm hoping for at least 13 point something, if not 14 volts. Alright, so we're at 12 and a half. I don't know how charged that battery is, but hopefully that's enough to start it, and we're going to test that now.